Good morning, Soul Tribe. Happy Saturday to you guys. I don't know if y'all can hear the birds chirping outside, but it's such a beautiful morning. I'm being drawn to start with this deck. I got two decks mixed together. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull some overall energy for today's or this morning's message. And we'll go from there. After this reading, I am going to do a What's the Tea reading again. Spirit does want me to do that. But first, let's just focus on collective energy. What is in collective energy that Spirit would like to address? Please and thank you. No regrets, baby. You got regret in reverse. So you ain't regretting shit, is what I just heard. Collective, you are having no regrets, okay? Doesn't mean life's perfect. It means you're not gonna stew. You're not sitting around stewing in regrets, okay? You own your shit. You own your mistakes. You see those, you don't see them as mistakes. You see it as opportunity to learn and grow, heal, and evolve, right? So no regrets. Yeah, okay, so maybe in the past you were indecisive, or there was something you were indecisive about, and now you're no longer indecisive. You no longer have regrets. You have healed. Kenobi Wan is what I don't know. Who is Kenobi Wan? I heard you have healed, Kenobi Wan. Okay, this one's trying to come out. Yeah. All right, so something about a friendship. That one, okay. So you're no longer indecisive. You have no regrets. You're using your intuition in all aspects of your life. You're seeing regret in a new way. So maybe your pattern of healing lately has been to heal regrets, or to face, regret, to face the things in the past that made you question yourself. Questioning yourself and questioning your decisions that you've made, things that are, things that have been done that are already outside of your control. Questioning that will keep you in a cycle of regret and doubt and mistrusting yourself, right? But you have overcome that cycle. If this is your reading, you have overcome that. Okay? You're owning your shit. You're no longer questioning past decisions. You're working through those things. So good job is what I'm hearing. What about friendship? Yeah, something about a friend. What about a friend? This fear. Okay, so you could have had a friend who liked seeing you in a lot of fear in the past. Or there was someone that was afraid to be your friend, or you were afraid to be their friend. Or there was just, I feel like you had a friend who was gaslighting you. When you were in regret, when you were in indecision here, you had someone that you saw as a friend, but that person was just a gaslighter. That person was feeding off of fear. They weren't your friend. They're not your friend. Yeah, so now you're emotionally withdrawn from whoever this person is. This card isn't even supposed to be in the deck, but you're drawn back from a friendship, and so now you're happy. Okay, you're happy without this friend in your life, without this fear in your life. Okay, let's talk about whoever this friend is or was, this person. Okay, let's go to the Kipper-ish. This person could have always pointed out everything that, everything that was they didn't agree with or something. I don't know. What is this? Indecision, fear, friendship, no regret. You don't regret, you don't regret this change. You don't regret letting this person go. You are focused on your money and your faith. Okay? So this friend, this so-called friend, wanted to keep you in indecision, wanted to keep you in fear, wanted to keep you in regret. And you noticed the signs, you noticed who this person is, and you pulled back your energy from this person. And now that you have, look, 911. 911. Now that you have pulled back. You're getting the correct information, like you're following your own guidance. You're not listening to this friend, this so-called friend. This so-called friend was never a friend, okay? Tell me about this so-called friend. This person could have laughed at your faith, laughed at you, bullied you, but in a sly way, okay, is what I'm hearing. Okay, high honor. This person, there could be a military connection, doesn't have to be, but this person always, okay, so this person is the type of friend that tore you down on the down low, right? They would be, what's the word? It's like somebody who gives you a backhanded compliment that's never really a compliment at all. That's this type of person. And it's because they saw you as high honor. Okay, they saw you as everything that they wish they could have been. And so they found little sly ways to like try to tear you down or make you afraid or make you not trust your own decisions. Okay, this person wanted you to always feel fearful, regretful. This is somebody, this so-called friend is not a friend at all. They're like an energetic vampire who's been enamored with you. They're actually enamored with you, and maybe you don't feel the same about them. This might have been a friend who didn't want to be a friend. They wanted to be out of the friend zone. And when you weren't interested, they tried to put a state of fear over you. They tried to bully you. But this is a coward because they're not straight up saying, hey, I'm your op. They're coming in saying, oh, I'm your friend. You can trust me. I want the best for you. But then giving you backhanded guidance, compliments. They're being very sly is what I'm hearing. Sly with this friendship of theirs. It's not true friendship. And it's really, the truth is, this person's enamored with you, with your status, with your energy, your essence, who you are, with your faith, okay? They're enamored with your high honor and the fact that you're a sweetheart, that you are faithful. Your faith is strong. You have a very strong faith. You're a sweetheart. You're in high honor. A lot of, maybe they're jealous of the attention that you get from other people even, okay? The fact that you're out here making your own money even. That you have gone through a lot of changes in your life. This person, yeah, they feel like you changing, you growing, you being who you are blocks them in some way. Why do they feel blocked? Because this could have been someone who had a higher position than you at one time. They could have been your boss, or just felt like they had the higher status of something, right? Like this person, it's like they thought they wore the pants in this situation. They thought they were the star of something. Okay, they were the boss of something, and then you got some sort of achievement that kind of you soared above them in some way. At least this is what I'm hearing. Like this might be what they were thinking. Like you achieved something, and so you took off. You soar above them, and then they were jealous. They started trying to block you. And instead they wanted to imprison you in regret and fear, doubt. That's what happened. They wanted you to be bound and imprisoned. Okay, this person could have been very jealous of your intuition. They didn't want you to believe your intuition. Okay, they didn't want you to feel healthy, healed, and happy. They didn't want you working with spirit. Or they wanted, okay, so this person could have been saying, you're crazy. Right? You're Looney Tunes. Who are you to say you're talking to spirit? Who are you to say that God's talking to you? So they went around spreading a false narrative when your intuition came online. When you really got in sync with your intuitive path, this is when they really came out. Like before it was all covert, right? Covert. You thought they were your friend. But when you achieved intuition in whatever this is for you, their true colors really showed. They started amping up the false narrative. trying to make you look unhealthy, be unhealthy.